Hello everyone, welcome to the lab 3 of ECE573 Advanced Embedded Logic Design. In this lab, we are going to test our matrix multiplication module on the zedboard. Here we are considering the 4 versions of your matrix multiplication, one without any pragmas, second with the HLS pipeline in the loop 3, third is the HLS pipeline in the loop 2 along with the array partitioning, and the fourth is the extension of the 3 where we have improved the iteration interval, we have improved the iteration latency of the loop 3. So I'm going to copy by using the PSCP command. I'm going to copy the code for the first one in the zedboard. Password is root. So I'm copying the bin file, image file, and the ELF file. So this is which. Okay, if you get such error, open the corresponding file from this location and delete the line and save the file. Password is again root. Go to the MNT directory. You will see that the file is being stored. So then execute that file. So here you can see that we'll get the software time and the hardware number of cycles in the software and hardware, and you can see that the software is performing better than hardware with the we are getting the acceleration factor less than 1 of 0.07. Now let's move to the second example. Let's copy the data of the second one. So we'll move to the next folder, which is the HW1. Then we'll copy it using the PSCP command. All the files except the ELF file names is same. So I'm just copying these files. So the files are copied. Next step is to reboot the board. This is very important step. After you reboot the board, you need to wait for a few seconds and then log in into the board via SSH command. Okay, so again the same issue. We need to go to the file, remove the corresponding line in that file. Okay, so now you will see that corresponding file is being there, lab 21 HW1. So now you can see that we have got the better execution time compared to the previous one with the HLS pipeline being added in the loop 3. You got the speed up is still, software is still faster, but compared to 0.07, you are getting 0.12. Okay, so that is the improvement we got. Now we'll move to the third algorithm. So again, we'll be moving to the corresponding folder. So in my case, it is the HW2. and then using the pscp command, I'm going to add the corresponding ELF file. So the files are added. So I'll go to the board and I'll reboot the board so that the board gets reconfigured with my new images. So here we need to wait for a few seconds before we log in into the board. Okay, let's check whether we are able to log in into the board. Okay, same issue. So let's delete the file, go back to the command prompt. Yes, root cd mt ls. Okay, you can see the hw2 here, so lab hw2.elf. So now you can see that you are getting the acceleration factor of 2.95. So that means your hardware is now significantly faster, almost 3 times faster than your software. Okay, it depending, it's working on Linux, so it may vary along with for every execution, but you will see that on average you will get the to about 2.8 and this one. Okay, so now let's move to the last version of the algorithm. So I'm going to the last directory. I'm copying the files. Okay, the files are being copied. Then I'll go to the command prompt. I'll reboot the board, then wait for a few seconds before you log in onto the board again. Okay. Yes, root. Okay, cd mnt. So the file is there. .elf. So you can see that your execution time is slightly better than the previous one. It usually goes around 3 plus, so you will see that it is around 3 plus. So you can see that by changing by doing the slight modification in the loop 3 of the algorithm 3, you can get the better improvement, significant improvement in your acceleration factor. Okay, so we have seen that using the matrix multiplication and accelerating the matrix multiplication via FPGA, you have got the acceleration factor up to 3.